Hello student, Hemant sir is here. Welcome to our online study channel. Today we will understand about the indicators. This is the part of our chapter called acid, base and salt. Yesterday we have learned about what are acid, base, salt and their identification on the basis of pH values. That means we have understood in our previous video about the pH scale. So today we will understand about the indicators. So how we are going to identify the nature of substance on the basis of indicators. So what are indicators basically? So you have seen when you are moving in a traffic, then there are the traffic signals which indicates you have to stop or you have to move or you have to get alert. See, the green light of your traffic signal will represent you can move. The red light will indicates you to stop, and the yellow light will indicates whether you have to get ready for the stop or get ready to move. Okay, so this is all about the indicators. So likewise, such indicators, they represent the acidic, basic and neutral nature of the substance are called as indicators. So in our chapter we have indicators. So the substance which indicates the nature of substance, like they are acid, they are base or they are salt, such substances are called as indicators. So we have to write the definition first. So the definition is the substance, or we can say those substance which indicates the nature of substance, the nature of other substance are called as indicators, like acidic nature, basic nature or neutral nature of substance. Okay, so in indicators we will understand first what is litmus paper. So you have already understood in our previous video about the litmus paper. So what is litmus paper? It is an indicator. It is the indicator which represents the acidic, basic and neutral nature of the substance. Like we have two types of litmus paper. Litmus paper. One is we have red colored and another we have blue colored litmus paper. Blue colored litmus paper. So for acid turns blue litmus paper into red. Okay, let you have the sample of acid. You have here the sample of acid, or you can say it is the A. If you will dip the blue litmus paper, it is the blue litmus paper. Blue litmus paper, and if you will dip one of the strip of the blue litmus paper in substance, its color changes to red. That means blue is converts into red. If blue converts into red color, then this substance is acid. This substance is acidic in nature. So we can say litmus paper, अगर हमने किसी सब्सटेंस में डीप किया और वो लिटमस कौन सा है, ब्लू है, एंड इसका कलर अगर रेड में चेंजेस हो रहा है दैट मीन्स हमारा जो सब्सटेंस है इट इज एसिड. ओके, सो we have written already here, acid turns blue litmus paper into red. So we can say the litmus paper, which one, the blue litmus paper, which indicates the acidic nature of substance. That's why we can say the litmus paper is nothing but our indicator. So here we have to write the blue litmus paper, blue, or here we have already blue litmus paper into red. It indicates that it indicates the acidic nature of substance. Okay, now for base. So suppose we have another sample of the substance called B. This is the A and this is B. If we will dip the red litmus paper, if we will blue, अगर हमने blue litmus paper को dip किया तो there is no change in color. But when we will dip the red litmus paper will turn into blue. It indicates that the substance is basic in nature. So this is the litmus paper. Okay, if we will take one of the strip and we will dip into the substance or sample substance, then it turns from red to blue. That means it is we can write here blue or red. सो अगर हमने रेड को डीप किया और वो ब्लू में कन्वर्ट हो गया दैट मीन्स हमारा जो सब्सटेंस है वो कैसा है, बेसिक है. कैसा है, बेसिक है. और ये ब्लू अगर रेड को करा दैट मीन्स वो कैसा है, एसिडिक है. ठीक है, so we have to write base turns red litmus paper into blue, which indicates which and who, the litmus paper, which one, blue, red one. So which indicates basic nature of substance. Okay, so those substance, if we will dip in their aqueous solution, if we will dip the red litmus paper and it turns into blue, then we can say it is the basic substance. Okay, now third, for neutral. So the neutral substance which do not show any effect on the color of blue or red litmus paper. So we can say neutral are the substance which do not have any effect on litmus paper. So we can write here no effect on litmus paper. Okay, so on the basis of the changes in color of the litmus paper, we can decide whether the sample substance which is in acidic nature, basic nature or neutral nature. Okay, so this is all about litmus paper, which is one of the indicators. So what is indicator basically? Indicators are the substance which indicates the acidic, basic and neutral nature of the substance. Now we will understand the types of indicators now. Okay, so if you want to write, you can write or you can take a screenshot. ले लिया अपना screenshot? Okay. So we have to understand the types of indicator now. Types of indicators. So on the basis of occurrence of the litmus paper, we have main two types. One is natural indicators and another is synthetic indicators. If we will mixture several indicators together, such indicators are called as universal indicators. Like we will mix 2, 3, 4 types of indicator, then the mixture of the several indicator will called as or is called as universal indicator. So this is our third type. And fourth type, we have olfactory indicators. The olfactory indicators are the substance when we will add in acid or base, they produces the different fragrance. On the basis of the fragrance, we can identify the nature of substance, and such substances are called as olfactory indicators. So we have main 4 types of indicators. So first type, we have first type, which is the natural indicators. Natural indicators. So the name itself shows that they are naturally occurring indicators. इनका नेम में नेचुरल लगा हुआ है, दैट मीन्स ऐसे इंडिकेटर जो हमारे नेचर में ऑलरेडी अवेलेबल है, सच इंडिकेटर्स आर कॉल्ड एज नेचुरल इंडिकेटर्स. So what will be the definition? In short, we can say naturally occurring indicators are called as natural indicators. Natural indicators. Okay, now we had to take few examples also. So example, we have, the beet, the root of the beet which act as a litmus paper. So we can say the root of beet or beetroot is act as a indicator, because when we will dip the beetroot in acid or base, they changes their color according to the litmus paper. Okay, so such substances which shows the nature of indicators are called as those substance when they shows the nature of substance, that is they are acidic, basic or neutral, such substances are called as indicators. But this indicators is present in our nature already, that means such indicators are called as natural indicators. So we have the beetroot, the turmeric is haldi that we are using in our daily life. So the flower of the turmeric is also act as a indicator. So we had to write the flower of turmeric. Flower of turmeric is also act as a indicators. The rose flower, the petals of the rose flower is also act as a indicator. So it is again naturally occurring. So we have to write the petals of rose. यानी गुलाब का फूल जिसको हम कहते हैं, सो उसके जो पेटल्स होते हैं, पंखुड़ी जो होती है, दे आल्सो एक्ट एज अ इंडिकेटर्स, और ये हमारा नेचर में प्रेजेंट है. दैट मीन्स द पेटल्स ऑफ द रोज इज आल्सो इंडिकेटर. विच वन? नेचुरल इंडिकेटर. सो दिस आर द टाइप्स ऑफ द फर्स्ट टाइप ऑफ आवर इंडिकेटर. नाउ सेकेंड टाइप इज सिंथेटिक इंडिकेटर्स. सिंथेटिक इंडिकेटर्स. सो सिंथेटिक का मीनिंग ही बता रहा है कि दे आर मैन मेड, दैट मीन्स दे आर प्रिपेयर्ड इन लेबोरेटरी. सो सच इंडिकेटर्स विच आर प्रिपेयर्ड और सिंथेसाइज्ड इन लेबोरेटरी आर कॉल्ड एज सिंथेटिक इंडिकेटर्स. सो डेफिनेशन इटसेल्फ, the name of the indicator itself represent the definition. Okay, so what are synthetic indicators? Those indicators which are synthesized in laboratory. Synthesized in laboratory are called as synthetic indicators. Okay, synthetic indicators. So you have to write the full synthetic indicators. Example: when you will perform biological experiment in your laboratory or school laboratory, then you will understood about the synthetic indicators. So we will perform some experiment in school, then we will understood about what are synthetic indicators. So we have eosine. Eosine is the indicator which is synthesized in laboratory. Then we have methyl orange. Methyl orange is also the indicator which is synthesized in laboratory. Okay, so such indicators are called as synthetic indicators when they are prepared in laboratory. So third type now, universal indicators. Universal indicators. We have one more example in our synthetic, that is phenolphthalein. Okay, so what are universal indicators? The mixture of several indicators is called as universal indicators. So we can write here the mixture of several indicators as universal indicators. Okay, now last but not the least, we have olfactory indicators. So those substances, when we will add in acid or base, they produces the different fragrance. So on the basis of fragrance we can identify whether the substance are acidic or base. So acid shows some pungent scale. If we will add substance, they produces the pungent scale smell. Such substances will be acid. So what are olfactory indicators? Those indicators, when they added in the acid or base, they produce a different fragrance. That means on the basis of the fragrance we can decide the indicators are we can decide the substances are acidic or base or neutral. So we have four types of indicators. One is natural indicators. They are occurring in our nature itself. Like we have beetroot, flower of the turmeric and petals of the rose are called as natural indicators. Then we have synthetic indicators. Those indicators, they are synthesized in laboratory, are called as synthetic indicators. We have eosine, methyl orange and phenolphthalein that you will use if you will continue with your biology section, that you will have to take the section of the plant or animals or you can say microorganism. So you have to observe all the organs present in their cell, or you can say you can observe the organelles. So different organelles, they absorb different color from the indicators. So generally we are using eosine or methyl orange or phenolphthalein. So they are the indicators which are synthesized in laboratory. That's why they are called as synthetic indicator. If you will mix 2, 3 or different types of indicators together, then such indicators are called as universal indicators. And you have only 3 types. Okay, if olfactory indicators is not mentioned in your book, but we had to understand. So what are olfactory indicators? Those indicators or substance when they added in acid or base, they produce a different fragrance. So on the basis of fragrance we can identify the nature of substance, which is acidic, basic or neutral. Such indicators or such substance which indicate the nature of substance are called as olfactory indicators on the basis of the fragrance. Okay, so I hope आपको एसिडिक, बेसिक और न्यूट्रल नेचर कैसे आइडेंटिफाई करेंगे ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ इंडिकेटर्स और टाइप्स ऑफ इंडिकेटर्स आपको समझ में आ गया होगा. ठीक है. सो while watching this video you have to make some notes on your notebook also, and after completion of this part you have to go through with your book also, so you will learn more on the book. Okay, so this is all about today's session. So keep repeating and watching the videos and keep studying, because ये वाला जो पार्ट बहुत ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है व्हेन वी विल मूव इन द नेक्स्ट क्लासेस. ओके, सो आज के लिए इतना ही, मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में.